Hello and welcome to Speak of the Devils. I'm Dan Nguyen.
And I'm Anthony Matos. We'll be your host for the evening.
We're happy to bring you the final edition of Speak of the Devils this year. With the school year finally wrapped up and many of our own crew graduating, we'll talk about some of the experiences that we've had this year and what the future looks like for everyone.
Tonight we'll start off with the performance of the BHS Alma-Mater by the senior chorus from graduation. Then a promotional video on the courses offered at BHS English Department, followed by another installment of a fake commercial produced by Nigel Karatna and Rodrigo Penguina.
After that, we'll have Anthony here discuss all the playoff action in Red Devil sports, with a spotlight on softball. We'll finish off today by playing another round of Wordle and then this year's final Mad Lib with BCAT's Chris Flaherty.
That's all coming up on this edition of Speak of the Devils.
May the sun shine bright on Burlington. When you hear the music start, let the pride swell in your heart. May the sun shine bright on Burlington. May the sun shine bright. May the sun shine bright on Burlington. May the sunshine fall in the winter, spring, and fall. May the sun shine bright on Burlington.
Welcome back. You just listened to the senior chorus of 2022 perform BHS's Alma-Mater. Great job to the graduates of the chorus. For our roundtable discussion today, we'll be joined by Varys Connolly, BHS TV alum, and Matthew Salazar, Bedford High School correspondent.
Hello.
This year has been more of a normal year for the class of 2022 compared to the last two graduating classes. Students have had all the typical spring activities such as prom and the all-night grad party. Besides that, graduates will be also looking forward to bigger things coming this fall, with the prospect of going to a new school and everything that comes with that. Many of you on the panel are seniors and have already started finalizing plans. How are you guys feeling about the end of the year in college next year?
So, I'm very happy that we had, all the normal stuff, prom, field night, the all-night grad parties, stuff like that. I think it's good that we finally got to be able to do it. I'm glad that COVID is at a point where we can do that, so it's not a problem. And I don't know, I don't know how the other classes had it, and I'm sure that you can talk more about this, Varys, but I'm glad I did all this stuff, even if some of it was a little weird and not great, but fear of missing out.
Yeah, prom was super fun actually. Despite me being a Bedford correspondent, I got to go to the Burlington prom, and it was something for years I didn't think I'd ever go to, but I ended up going and I had a great time. So I think it was a great way to, while we hadn't graduated at that point, it was a great way to sort of close off the year, sort of, mentally.
I didn't realize kind of how much I took prom for granted. What with COVID happening and no one being able to do anything in person, it's crazy to think about it nowadays. We're just because I went to prom in 2018. And it was when I went, I'm not a huge fan of prom, but it was just one of those things where everybody got together and spent a lot of time and celebrate with each other. And it's a really fun and enjoyable evening, but it's just I didn't realize like I said, how much I really take that for granted because we weren't able to see anybody in person for 2 years. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, I know that I was I didn't think I would be doing anything at prom. I thought I'd just eat food, kind of go there and be yay, but turns out had a decent time. Yeah. Tore up the dance floor.
We both did.
Tore up
me and you both.
Yeah, that slow day.
I just ate all the rolls.
Yeah. I'd go for the food.
Yeah. Well, the only good part of the food was bread. So
some of the chicken was kind of all right.
The chicken was meh at best, in my opinion.
Mid.
I kind of agree
that
the
mid.
food wasn't the best.
Yeah.
I like the rolls, but other than that, it was
Yeah. Well, bread is always good.
Bread is always
True.
You can never go wrong with bread.
It's
With bread.
true.
Yeah.
Unless it's moldy.
Yeah.
Then you can.
But even then, no. Don't eat moldy bread.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, besides prom, another thing that everyone at Burlington at least got to do. I know that you don't have the same thing, so I guess I'd be interested to see what you have your thoughts on this. But we were able to do a senior internship this year, which is where we do an internship in lieu of our traditional classes during the fourth quarter. And that senior internship gives students the opportunity to kind of go into the real world and get job experience in lieu of doing actual classes. We get to do something fun that we like. So, Varys, I don't know if you did it, but what are your guys' thoughts kind of on the senior internship? I'll share mine in a few seconds, but and Anthony, like kind of what are you looking forward to it? What do you think you'll do? That kind of stuff.
I'll start. So when I did my senior internship in 2019, it was a lot of fun. It's an experience that really, I feel like, shows us what it's going to be like working when we all get jobs in the future, like full time. I was working for computer science. I was doing game design and stuff like that, and I worked very independently. I worked with under Leroy Wong, and me and a couple of my friends kind of got a room to ourselves. We were pretty lucky with that, and just being able to set your own schedule and being able to work on your own time and just produce a project over the course of like a semester or a quarter, wherever, I forget the terminology, I'm sorry. But just being able to have that experience of working independently was fantastic, and it stinks that like some people had to miss out on that because of COVID.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know that my internship was kind of wishy-washy just because of the fact that it wasn't a traditional experience, because what I did was I took classes at Middlesex Community College because, one, I had kind of a lot of AP classes, so I couldn't just miss out on school for the internship stuff. And
Yeah,
also,
to take an AP too.
Yeah,
during my-
I mean, yeah.
That makes sense.
I could have done the flipped internship, but I was like, college credit is kind of cool. It saves time later, so
That's
yeah.
That's true.
That's fair.
But yeah, I mean, I got to sit in because I barged in on Nigel oftentimes and Rasheel during their flipped internship stuff when they were working on it, and I think it was kind of cool to see how they got to use the space and how they got to collaborate during school to make a project. And I think I've talked to some other people about their senior internship, and I think it's really like nice how people can also like work where they have been working, but also still get some of the new experiences, like managing a social media or whatever have you like that. I think it's like really good for students to be able to kind of get a diverse range of experience before they go out into the real world, just so that way they have a little bit more skill before they like head off out of college and whatever college gives you. I don't know what college gives you because I haven't went to college
We'll
yet.
see.
Fun experiences. Yeah. Go ahead.
It's interesting because I completely agree with you. I imagine the internships are a great opportunity to gain that experience, and I'm so glad that a lot of BHS students got to experience all of that and really put themselves out there in different positions than they would if they had just continued school. Bedford didn't get the option, at least to my knowledge, and like I said, it's good. I feel like there is a slight trade-off, or I might be wrong, but for us at Bedford, we got to sort of, since all the seniors stayed at the same time till the end, our classes sort of, our teachers sort of like commemorated that, and we, like our final like few weeks were like super fun. Our teachers were much less on edge than they had been for the rest of the year, and they recognized that we were leaving prepared, that we were leaving. Most of our teachers had a good time with my classes. Can't speak for all of them, but so we got like stuff like bagel parties. We got more fun worksheets rather than just like boring worksheets that you just fill
I've
out.
never heard fun worksheet.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
More fun compared to
yeah.
average.
And I guess I also hadn't thought about like the fact that you got also in that case you get to see everyone for like a few more months. Although I don't really know how much that was necessary. I mean, like there's only some people want to see anyway.
That's true.
So.
Yeah.
You know what you might want to do like when that happens? I know it's like 2 years in the future.
Yeah, I don't
but-
even think about that right now.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
2 years. Yeah. All right, next up, we have a project from Veronica Chang for her senior internship. During her internship, Veronica worked to produce a promotional video for the BHS English department, highlighting all the courses it has to offer.
Are you conflicted on what elective to take next year? Are you scared you will regret the elective you choose? Well, not to worry. I will break down every elective offered, specifically in the English department at Burlington High School. This first part will focus mostly on writing skills, ranging from journalism to the art of argument. The next part will focus on the performative and entertainment side, like public speaking and drama. If this first part interests you, keep watching. If not, you can skip to the second part. First up, we have Journalism 1 and 2, both offered in CP and Honors. Journalism 1 is for anyone in grades 9 to 12, and Journalism 2 is for anyone in grades 10 to 12. Both are full-year classes. For future reference, all the other electives are semester courses. Only journalism is a full year. The teacher for journalism is Ms. Eshelman. Let's see what she has to say about this course. Could you tell me what the core focus of this course is, as well as course expectations?
The core focus of this course is teaching students how to write in a journalistic way, also teaching them how to report on the stories around in the community, in the nation, in the world. And really their end result is to publish the news for the rest of the school to know what's going on. Students will learn how to write. They also will learn how to broadcast and make their own podcast as well.
And what type of students would you recommend this course to?
I would say someone who would really enjoy this class would be someone who is interested in the news, is interested in writing about what they want to write about, is interested in learning how to ask new questions, someone who's really curious, I would say. And even if you're thinking, oh, I'm not a good writer, we will help you write. You know, you get a lot of support, a lot of peer feedback, and journalistic writing is very different than any other kind of writing you do in school. So I would say if you're curious and you want to publish, I think that'd be perfect.
Great. And finally, what skills does this course develop?
The skills that this course develops are asking questions, how to find a story and then report on the story, shape and organize the story so that your readers, your listeners, your audience can understand what's going on. Certainly identifying what is important and newsworthy for the BHS community. Communication, collaboration skills, especially during layout. We just finished up layout and we had a lot of collaboration is needed. So I would say collaboration skills are developed. There's so many skills you get, ethical decision making, all that good stuff.
What is your favorite part about the class?
The flexibility. I really love this class. It's one of the few classes I actually look forward to in the day, just because it doesn't have the usual pressure as other classes, because I can just go in there and really talk about anything, and I have the freedom to write about whatever I want, and I love it.
The next elective in this category is creative writing, taught by Mr. Hill. It is offered in both CP and Honors, and for grades 10 to 12. It isn't running this semester, but will be offered in semester 1 of next year. If you are interested in making an impact on our society, the course Leadership and Social Change will be perfect for you. The course is offered in both CP and Honors for grades 10 to 12. The course is taught by Mrs. Shalkowski, but Ms. Janovitz will give a quick rundown of it. Could you tell me what the core focus of Leadership and Social Change is, as well as course expectations?
Sure. Leadership and Social Change is essentially a course where students explore different styles of leadership and how that supports them in impacting change that they want. So the class is sort of split into two different sections. The first half of the semester is all about exploring who you are as a leader, leaders who you think are effective, and why, what different styles of leadership work for different situations. And then moving forward, we choose some social issues that we think are prevalent in our society in the moment and work to create a social change project. So whatever issue we focus on, we do a lot of research. We go through this sort of 8-stage process of creating an action plan for change.
And what type of students would you recommend this course to?
I recommend this course to any student, but primarily it should be about students who really are interested in having an impact on the world. I believe that is true of all students. So I would, reiterate that it's for anybody. It's not for students who are currently in leadership roles or not. It's essentially people who acknowledge that we all share responsibility for making this world better.
If you are interested in helping other students with their writing, you should join Writing Fellows. There are Writing Fellows 1 and 2, both in honors, offered to 11th and 12th graders. The teacher for this elective is Ms. Nathana. Could you tell me what the core focus of this course is, as well as course expectations?
Sure. So the Writing Fellows is an elective for juniors and seniors. It's an honors level elective that's designed for students who both enjoy writing and enjoy helping other people with writing. And the core focus is to help empower student writers, to help others in the collaborative process, and to affect the culture of writing here at the school. So creating a place for writers to both write and collaborate, as well as creating fun opportunities and interactive opportunities for writers.
And what type of students would you recommend this course to?
Well, first of all, you've got to love writing, but you don't have to be like a super duper expert writer. You just have to enjoy writing and also really enjoy helping other people with writing. So you've got to be curious, you've got to be warm, open, not afraid to lean in and really be curious about other people's writing and who other people are.
And finally, what skills do you think this course develops?
Well, I think that anytime that you're helping other people to develop skills, you can't help but also improve your own. So I think that writers find that their own writing skills develop, but also the ability to communicate with other people clearly, ask really good questions, and collaborate with peers.
What is your favorite part about the class?
I think my favorite part was definitely just getting involved with students and helping them really learn to love writing and figure out what they're good at with writing and build their skills.
Finally, the last elective in this category is Reading and Composition Tutorial, which is actually non-credit offering. It is simply to help students who need assistance in any form of writing. The teacher for this is Mr. Pustizi. Could you tell me what the core focus of this course is, as well as course expectations?
Yeah, so I would say that the focus of the course is sort of flexible. It's custom tailored to each student. So some students really need help with organization and getting started with assignments and just sort of a structured space to work. So that can be the focus. Some students need more targeted support on specific skills. So I have some students that we practice analytical writing a lot. I have other students who struggle with proofreading and understanding sentence structure. So we practice that a lot. So it's really flexible in what we focus on.
And what type of students would you recommend this course to?
Really any student who could use some support in reading or writing. It doesn't just have to be English-based. Some students come here and work on history papers or papers in other classes. But I have students across all 4 grades, across all different levels, from AP down to CP. So yeah, really anybody can come for support, and it can be short-term or it can be long-term.
For the performative side of the English electives, first up we have public speaking. This is offered in CP, and it's for grades 9 to 12. The teacher for this course is Mrs. Weller. Could you tell me what the core focus of this course is, as well as course expectations?
Well, the focus of public speaking, ultimately when students are done with a semester of work in public speaking, I want them to feel more confident, more poised, and they feel like they have a sense of how to organize themselves as a public speaker, what to say, how to say it in an engaging way. And again, I really want people to be able to stand in front of an organization, a class, whatever, and feel confident, feel comfortable, not be nervous. So that's ultimately the goal.
And what type of students would you recommend this course to?
I really feel that this class is good for any student. I think a lot of students tend to take this class, especially if they're a little bit shy, a little bit introverted, or they're just really nervous about public speaking. And I would encourage students like that to give it a try, because we work a lot on creating a classroom culture through games and whatnot that create a safe and fun environment where you can take risks and be vulnerable and really work on that growth.
What is your favorite part about the class?
Probably the way it engages us, and it takes you out of your comfort zone, which is it's hard at first, but once you get more comfortable, like with the people in your class, which Miss Weller is really good at kind of getting us comfortable with each other through a lot of games that we play. And once you get more comfortable with it, like it is a life skill. Like public speaking is something you're gonna need for the rest of your life. So I think that it's just really important to prepare for the real world.
I would say my favorite part is the games we play at the beginning of class. It helps us unwind from a long day, or it helps us unwind when we're just starting the day. It also helps us mentally prepare for the class and gives us a good sense of fun.
If I had to say my favorite part about the class would be the fact that it makes you a more open person and a better public speaker overall.
If I had to choose one part of the class that's my favorite, I don't know if this is a little weird, but like I would say the speeches that we get to do. I don't know, I like preparing for the speeches, and it makes me feel like, I don't know, it makes me feel good when I present my speech, because it's something that I've worked like hard for, and especially when I don't like stutter or, when I do it perfectly. I don't know, it just makes me feel good.
Another elective taught by Mr. Hill is Drama and Advanced Drama. Drama is CP, offered to 9th to 12th graders, and Advanced Drama is Honors, offered to 10th to 12th graders.
The goal of the drama class is for students to have a little more stage presence, feel a little more comfortable on stage, and building characters. We spend a lot of time talking about characterization, how an actor would build a character, ways they can present that in their voice and their body, and students don't need to stress about performing in front of a large audience. They can come with as much experience or as little experience as they already have, and be on this stage and just get experience on the stage.
Okay. And what type of students would you recommend this course to?
I started to answer that one. Students don't need any experience in drama before taking this class. I've had students who have been in multiple productions, and I've had students who've done no theater at all, and had no idea that they were interested in it before taking the class. As a group, as a community, we build scenes, monologues, so they don't need to worry about how much experience they come with.
That's great. And what skills does this course develop?
The drama class is really focused on getting a little more confidence on stage and that stage presence. Not only do we analyze characters and do some of that deep dive into characterization and the writing of plays, but most of the class is about putting it on stage, or at least considering how would this look on a stage, and thinking about the technical aspects as well as characterization and directing.
So what is your favorite part about the class?
Is being free to have the chance to act and pretend to be wherever you want to. Obviously, that is the whole point of drama and acting. And I like how we have the chance to discover many ways to, in general, find out about the drama and work on it.
If you are interested in analyzing movies and films, then Film and Media Studies would be perfect for you. The course is offered in both introductory and advanced levels. For introductory, it is offered to CP and honors students, and for grades 10 to 12. For the advanced Film and Media Studies, it is offered in honors, and for grades 10 to 12.
So the core focus of Intro to Film is to expand visual literacy and to look at movies with a critical eye.
What type of students would you recommend this course to?
So I would recommend students take this course if they're interested in movies, if they're interested in finding out how to make movies, if they're interested in expanding their visual literacy, and if they're interested in working collaboratively with a group to make their own films.
And finally, what skills does this course develop?
Well, the course develops critical reading skills, certainly, and it develops visual literacy, and it develops, I would say, critical thinking and critical frames as well.
Thank you so much. What is your favorite part about the class?
My favorite part about film class probably has to be the discussions we have after we watch the film. I love talking in depth about the symbolism and the different meanings that you can get from films, especially the ones that go beyond the main narrative of the film itself.
My favorite part of the class is just watching the movies. There's a bunch of movies I never really got a chance to see when I was younger, and it's so great to finally see them, and I get to discuss them with all these wonderful people.
My favorite part about the class, I'd have to say, is rewatching movies that I've seen and then dissecting them and learning more about the process of how they were made, like the hero's journey, and just learning how like the movie was shot and filmed. And
that just about wraps up all the English electives available to you. If any of these interests you, please do not hesitate to sign up for them.
What a wonderful video. Good job, Veronica, on producing it. Like most of the departments at BHS, the English department offers advanced placement classes in its program of studies. These classes aim to offer college-level curriculum and allow students to earn college credit while studying in high school. Obviously, these classes are more rigorous and demanding than traditional honors or college prep level classes. Do you guys have any thoughts on AP classes you've taken and how useful they are?
When I was here, I took Java, and which, if anyone doesn't know, that's like computer science AP, and it was tough because it's Java, but it wasn't like.
It wasn't like actually like the content itself wasn't that different.
Yeah, like it wasn't like any different than like maybe like a traditional high school class or like even a college class. Really, it wasn't too much more difficult. I can't speak to the other AP classes because that's the only one I took, but I think that if it benefits students to take it and will help them like in college and stuff and to help give them credits and boost their education, then yeah, I think AP classes are fine.
Yeah. I mean, I took 6. I took a bunch of them. So, I mean, like, the science ones I definitely think are a lot more difficult. Like, English is just kind of a different thing. Like, it's just, I think, in my opinion, it's higher standards and, like, higher levels of reading, but it's not too much different. But, like, science classes, they're really, like, it's on you sometimes to just do a work and, like, find out how to get stuff. It's, like, not spoon-fed to you sometimes. But, like, at the same time, I feel like it also helped me prepare for like college classes because I took the Middlesex classes and I found those much easier than the AP classes. I don't know if that's just because they were easy college classes, but I found them much easier. It was like shocking how easy they were compared to even like honors level classes sometimes. And I think at least like even if you don't get credit for it ever, it's just kind of good to like see what high level classes can be.
So just like Varys, the only AP I took at my school was AP Java. I had fun in the class. It was hard at first because I barely knew anything about coding prior to that, but I got the hang of it pretty quickly, and it ended up being one of my favorite courses of the year. I guess my teacher he had high expectations, but he was very lenient, so I think that's a part of it. I think with AP courses, it's very important. It just really depends on the teacher. Some teachers take for granted the AP title and just be like, oh, I have an excuse to be as hard as I want on them. And others are like, okay, you're gonna have serious expectations and like hard content, but I'm not gonna, there's still gonna be some leniency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that there's like a reputation for some other classes to like be easy, namely in Bi-Sci, like that often gets for rep of being the easiest AP and a GPA boost. So for some students, I guess that's good. But also like, did any of your classes or did your comp sci class transfer?
So I went to UMass Lowell, and at least for UMass Lowell's case, they transferred, but because UML specifically has like their own little thing with comp sci, and because I wasn't as confident in my abilities, they had me retake the first class anyway. But they do transfer, because I have friends who took AP classes, brought them to college, and it was fine. They skipped those classes. They didn't need to take them anymore. And I actually wanted to build off of one of your points, is that it really depends on the teacher, because the teacher will make or break the class.
Definitely.
It's just one of those things where it's like, you know, a lot of these science courses, you know, the material is a lot tougher, as I've been told, and I think that college courses, because I'm entering my 4th year in college now, college courses and the AP courses share a lot in common in the sense of, like, depending on the teacher will depend on how difficult the class is going to be. Because a good teacher will kind of walk you through it. If you're falling behind, they'll work with you. They can be lenient, but it's like there are some teachers that are just really tough. And like you said, they don't spoon feed you, and you kind of have to figure out for yourself. And so I think that AP classes can mimic college courses pretty well. But again, it really depends on just who you get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add? Anything if you're gonna take? Any
You
in the
guys
future?
just stole the show, man. That was like a perfect explanation. That was a perfect explanation.
Cool. So another school-related topic. Last time we talked about Wi-Fi of a school. Very hot topic. Another issue that many students have with a school is the lack of flexibility in where students are allowed to be. For example, students in study, they're only allowed to be in the cafeteria or a teacher's classroom if they have a pass, or the library for seniors. Many students wish for an open campus in which students are allowed to leave school during a free period. This would mean that students could go home for study, go somewhere else and eat for lunch. How would you guys feel about having an open campus at BHS? I guess that applies for Bedford High School too, at BHS. How would you guys feel?
There you go. Nice.
I for one would support it. I would love to, you know, just have a free period and just, oh, okay, let me grab a bite to eat somewhere else where the food isn't low quality.
Not to my standards.
Obviously, there are like some, you know, safety. I can understand safety concerns with that, but besides that, the like whole like argument that students would like not come back, students would skip classes.
Exactly.
I think
do that anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and I think they should just have like some accountability in that regard. I don't think that should like stop it from helping others.
I actually agree with that, because letting a student being able, let me rephrase that. Letting a student have the ability to leave when they have nothing left to do, I don't see a problem with that.
Yeah.
Or even if they just want to leave temporarily and then come back, I think that that's okay, because again, like with the lunches thing, like if you don't like it, or if maybe there's like you have allergies and like you have to leave, or like you whatever, and like I know people are like, and if you can't bring lunch and you have to buy or something, then it's like that would be the best option, is leave the school, go get food, and come back. And I agree with you entirely that it's accountability for the student, and that if you kind of notice that, you know, they're skipping or something like that, then you have to hold them accountable for that. I don't think an open campus is a bad idea. It will definitely be
more work for both the students and faculty.
Right, yeah, to kind of get used to it, get into the flow of it, and like, so I think that it'll be, there will be a transitional period. I feel like maybe it'll be like a little rough around the edges to start. But I think if it gets implemented more and more and more later on down the line, people are going to be like, why weren't we doing this to start?
Yeah.
That's fair.
And like, I know that in college, it's like kind of you do what you want to do. So like,
Pretty much.
you're paying for it. If you don't go to class, that's your own money, not ours.
It is true, yeah.
Like they don't care. Like I wonder if that would like help people kind of ease the transition to high school to college, like just having a little bit more responsibility. I know I definitely did had somewhat of a similar experience like for the during the senior internship. Like I could just go home to do whatever I want when I didn't have a class that I had to go to at that point. So I think like having the freedom will also like let people like choose a better place to study, because let's be honest, the CAF is not a good place to study. It's loud.
I imagine it will.
Yeah, like it was better when it was only teacher classroom. So yeah. I don't know. Is there anything else you want to say?
Well, you could argue the other side of that. Like if students take advantage of the time to leave, that you just have to get rid of it in general. But then you have the good students, the good noodles, if you want to say something like that, that just come back or don't leave at all. But then if you have a free period during lunch is like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Where are you going to go in Burlington High School?
Well, they might have to in that case, they might have to lengthen
extend
it.
lunch, yeah. But then that takes away from the learning time.
Yeah, or they'll
and
have to
that's where
extend
the
the
parents
day.
come in.
Or extend the
extending
day.
the day,
Yeah,
giving
which people wouldn't
students-
like either. So
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Longer lunch comes longer school day.
Yeah.
I guess
And-
it's no, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I guess in that regard, it would make more sense that it happens in college, since in college you don't have like all
Exactly.
classes in one day.
Yeah.
But like you would do in high school.
Exactly.
So.
Well, we don't now either, so
Well-
I don't know. Maybe the school board can do something. Who knows?
They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Switching gears here. Less than a month ago, a tragic shooting took place at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. With many criticisms coming from security procedure at the school during the shooting, there are obvious safety concerns regarding an open campus and schools in general. How do you guys feel about the state of school security?
I know I have some things to say about this.
Sure.
Well, not really like bad things, but like just kind of observations. Like,
Sure.
So after we graduated, we wanted to go back to the middle school to visit teachers and everything, and like it was like the secretaries at the middle school were like, "You guys can't come in," even though like they actually like one of them was family with one of the people we were with. So I think it's just kind of like, I don't know if that's just a general thing that they've been doing, but like after this, they've just been like kind of, I guess, cracking down, and it's also like not a great thing for people who, I get it, but like at the end of the year, it's something that like students want to do as well. So, but I'm glad that they're doing stuff like that in order to protect it. But I just wonder like how useful it is, because at like the high school, when during senior internships, the front office just lets whoever come in because, you know, seniors have to come back for classes.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if there's like something that we need to do like in order to like check who people are. That would be maybe a little hard to do, but during the school day, like when people aren't just filing in, maybe a little easier. But yeah, like I think that I feel safe right now. Obviously, I'm not going to be here for too much longer, but I feel safe. I don't know how everyone else feels, but yeah, it's just kind of interesting. Like, well, down in Uvalde, it's probably also a different scenario, like where it's like that just happened. It's going to feel different for everyone.
Yeah.
And I just wonder like where's the balancing point, because we can't just like make it airport security. That would be just way too much for people getting in like the first 30 minutes of school.
Sure. Well, it's interesting because when I did the internships here, we had cards.
Yeah, we still have cards.
So you guys did get cards?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd almost say that like, because the secretaries were supposed to check your cards every time you came in. So I would almost say that it's like, okay, we need to be more strict on the cards, making sure that the people who come in and out of the school have like their ID or a card of some sort that proves that they're supposed to be there. And I think that like, even if they like have somebody who's like the designated card checker or something, like they just make sure that you have that. Like, and I would say that this is like, if you have to leave in like the middle of the day, you know, or it's like,
or like come back, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Like if you're leaving in the middle of the day to come back or something, you have somebody like at the door checking the cards, making sure they go here, because I think that's at least a better step. It's like a step in the right direction, is to like cracking
It obviously
down on
like
the
can't
checking
prevent
list.
students who are supposed to be there, but it gets people at least who aren't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And I think also part of that is like how our school is laid out, because at the middle school there's like a kind of an area between the front door and the other front door where there's the front office, but like here it's just the front door straight into the rest of the school. The front office is like just in front. You can just walk by it. They can't do anything.
Yeah, that's true. So we may have to like
build a door.
Maybe, I don't know,
Build a wall.
something. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying like we restructure how that area is, or even just have 2 card checkers. Only because if there's like a line or something of people, which
Well, if it's during the middle of the day, it would be like probably 10 people.
Sure. But it's like, I mean, even if you just have one stationed at one door, one stationed at the other, at least for the time being, then that could help too.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, if you have 2 entrances, just have 2 checkers.
Yeah, and there's also like stuff about gun reform in general that's a whole rabbit hole of politics, but like I don't know, it's just like kind of interesting watching. I guess interesting might not be the right word, but like it's just kind of fascinating to see everything play out. Like people just fighting about this. Like I get it how this is like part of the culture of America, but at the same time, like I don't want to die.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
I don't.
No.
Yeah. Well, in other significant events, COVID seems to be here to stay for a while. While many are choosing to mask up again, others decide that the risk is not high enough. Schools have largely seemed to ease up on restrictions. How do you guys see the future of COVID playing out, from potential booster shots to ever-changing guidelines like social distancing?
So this was actually something that I was thinking about recently. My mask is in my pocket, but it was just, this is something that's interesting because I read something about this recently where COVID isn't ever going to go away, like ever. It's a disease, It's going to be here forever. It's more about waiting till it's an endemic, I believe is what it's called. Because during, like, a pandemic is like, it's spreading rapidly, we don't have a lot of control over it, and it's just kind of a big issue. When it's an endemic, that's when we have it under control. People are still going to catch it, but
Like
if
the
they
flu.
catch it,
Yeah.
exactly. But if they catch it, we can control it, and it's not a big deal.
So the flu. The flu.
Yeah, exactly. It's just it's waiting till COVID is in a state where we can have better control over it, which is the endemic state. So it's like I think that for the time being, in my opinion at least, it might be smart for us to at least have our masks on hand. Like wearing them, or at least have them on hand.
I usually keep it
just
at least
in
one in
case.
the car. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Just keep them with you. I know that everyone's different about how they feel with masks. So it's like if you want to keep wearing your masks, I would say do it, keep wearing it. If you don't want to wear it, I'd say at least have one on you, so that if you get into like a really crowded space, just wear it, and it's just safer.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
I completely agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know I like kind of ditched a mask back in way back in June of 2020 when I
The
first
second
started.
they say you don't have to wear a mask, I'm like, yes.
Yeah,
Right.
Like
right.
I'm vaccinated, so.
and I'm like, mask me, you know. I get it's kind of like vain, but like I don't want that. It's annoying.
I mean, it is a physical health thing that happens because of the masks. I mean, it's fair.
Yeah, but like at the same time, like I don't want to be that person who's like just not wearing a mask because of something like that. But like, it's also just kind of annoying. Like, I get it. It's not a big thing, but like, it's just that like minor little annoyance. Like, I wouldn't mind getting another booster shot like every year. We get a flu shot every year anyways. Like, I wonder if they could like combine it, and like that might make it just a little bit like more tolerable for people. Like, oh, it's a once a year thing with
flu shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like more people would be on board with that than having to wear masks everywhere.
Yeah. In relation to like the booster shot, like having it be sort of like a booster shot kind of deal. It's already like before I start university in September, I have to get like another COVID shot close to the date, just to make sure, keep everything as safe as possible. So I think we're definitely heading towards that
Are you allowed
direction.
to get a fourth booster? Are you allowed to get a fourth booster?
Yeah.
I mean,
I know that
I think it depends on how long you like. If you like one of the like earliest, or like because like some people waited a while.
I think it's like
6 months.
I think it's like wait time, age, and like if you're going somewhere that's gonna have a lot of people, like college, for instance. I think then it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I just had a physical like a month ago, and the only thing my doctor told me was I needed a Men B vaccine, but didn't hear anything about another COVID booster. So
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's also interesting with the mask thing too, just to tie it back to that for a second, is that it's like, and kind of the effects of that, where it's like, I have bad sinuses. Like my allergies are crap. And so it's just one of those things where when I wear that and it like pushes into my nose, it causes it to like run, and it causes me a lot of like nasal issues. And so like, it's those minor annoyances of just like, God, I'm going to keep wearing it, but it's just like I'm hoping we will reach a point where we won't need to anymore.
I hope it'll happen soon.
I hope it does too, but I just
Yeah.
I will keep wearing it till I
It's
hear the
tough.
news. Yeah, it is. It's tough.
All right, thank you guys for that great discussion.
Yeah.
Up next is another fake commercial, this time featuring the election results between Rodrigo Penguino and Matthew Cornavulo Salazar. We've seen these two battle it out on the campaign trail all year. How will the election pan out, and what after effects will it have? When we come back, we'll have a look at the postseason Red Devil action with me.
Breaking news.
Hi everyone, my name is Navia. I've recently escaped from Madagascar. This is my stick.
And my name is Nigel. I don't know why I'm here. They kind of just picked me off the side of the road and told me there's some election results. And
Yeah, we're
I'm
excited.
here. We're going to be talking about the election today. Yeah, what a crazy election it was, right?
It really was. The massive voter turnout. Like, I didn't think that many people would want to vote for a penguin.
Or Matthew.
That's fair. I didn't think either of them would get any votes, actually, but a lot of people turned out, so I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, in fact, early numbers suggest we have the most votes in U.S. history for this election alone.
Yeah, this beat the Trump-Obama era.
That's incredible.
So, first we're going to be joined by one of the election runners.
Candidates. We're going to be joined by one of the candidates very soon. I believe we're being joined by Matthew Cornelius Salazar. Wait, is that?
Yeah.
Matthew Cornelius Salazar.
Yeah.
I believe he's out there in the waiting room.
Drum roll, please.
Matthew, you may enter. Come on. Hey, how's it going,
Oh my
buddy?
God, you brought me flowers.
No, these are for me. I assumed I'm going to win, so I have no worries. I thought I'd get myself something. That's to celebrate.
That's nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for taking the time to show up on the show, Matthew.
Thank you for bringing yourself your own flowers.
I'm sorry. Don't interrupt me.
All right, Matt. We did have a couple questions for you.
Go ahead.
So obviously, like we just said, this had the largest voter turnout in all of U.S. history. How do you feel about that?
It's crazy. I never expected that. I mean, I didn't even think there was that many people in America. If I'm being honest.
He's gonna win.
All right. So your campaign, it was a pretty good campaign, all things considered. I personally enjoyed it. I really liked your ads. What are your opinions on your campaign? How smooth do you think it went?
I think it went as smooth as it could have possibly gone. Definitely better than that garbage dump. Penguin.
Don't talk about my boyfriend like that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay, so I had a question on how confident you were that you were going to win the election, but kind of bought yourself flowers for yourself.
I mean, ask yourself, what's your name, Rich?
Sure. I don't even know at this point, man.
Ask yourself, do you genuinely think anyone but me is going to win?
Yes.
Genuinely. Seriously, don't interrupt.
I believe the question was directed towards me.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Do you genuinely, in your heart's heart, in your right mind, think anyone but me is going to win this election? Think to yourself.
In my right mind, I think it's you. In my left mind, it's undecided.
Why would anyone vote for? I'm sorry. Okay, let me ask Mr. Matthew Salazar a question. Why do you have so much confidence that you won? Besides the fact that
Because
speculation.
If I didn't win, who? That penguin?
Why do you think you're such a better candidate? Like, what have you done for the citizens of the U.S.?
Well, first of all, what have I done?
Okay, wait. We're getting way off topic here. Our producers are telling us to hurry it up. So, final question.
Sorry, phone's off, please.
Your phone.
You turn your phone on, miss. Thank you.
Okay, final question. Is there anyone you'd like to thank for your campaign?
I mean, yeah, a few people. I mean, first of all, Jose. I got the flowers off of him. He gave me a pretty good deal on them. Thanks, Jose. Besides that, I'd like to thank the American citizens and partially the Mexican citizens. Apart from that, thank yous. You know what? There is one group of people who do deserve a thank you from me, and to be fair, I should have given this thank you a long time ago, but I'm doing it now on air. I'd like to I couldn't have done this without the penguin population, because without me being able to so clearly exploit them in bright day, and nothing happened to me, only success, only me being able to get this position through their suffering, which I did for my benefit, but also just because I kind of thought it was funny. But I couldn't have done it without them. And I'd just like to thank them here now, and I will remember them. I promise to remember them fondly throughout my presidential reign. Thank you. Oh, and you know what? I did remember someone else. I would like to thank Navia here. Just for getting me through here. You traitorous...
And we're back. Sorry about that. Navia appears to have gotten so angry that she got up and left and will probably not be joining us for this next section. But someone who is joining us is Rodrigo Penguino, the other candidate that seemed to get a lot of votes. I was talking to some people. Some people voted for Matt, some people voted for you, Mr. Penguino. It's great to have you on, by the way. Thanks for taking the time to be here. We did have some questions for you, same ones as our previous candidate. Question number 1: How do you feel about the voter turnout? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Sí, creo que hubo muchos votantes y creo que esto es genial para nuestro país.
Interesting. So your campaign. I've also seen your campaign. I thought it was pretty aggressive, but other than that, like, it seemed completely cool. Do you have any thoughts on that? How your campaign went?
Sí, pensé que la campaña era excelente. Salió tan bien como pensé que iría.
So our previous candidate, Mr. Cornelius Salazar, he was very confident that he was gonna win. He even brought himself flowers. Can you believe that? What a crazy boy. But what about you? Do you think that you're gonna win?
Absolutamente. Tengo plena fe en que el pueblo estadounidense elegirá a un pingüino competente y plenamente capacitado para el despacho oval.
All right, respectable. And of course, our final question: is there anyone you'd like to thank for helping you with your campaign?
Sí. Me gustaría agradecer a los estadounidenses por votar por mí. Y también a Mateo Cornelius Salazar por causarme tanta lucha y dolor que no tuve más remedio que huir.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Penguino. Well, we will be back right after we get the results of our election. They should be coming in any moment now. So stay tuned. Also, Navia will probably be back. Hopefully.
Hi, I'm Navia. I am back. I've calmed down. I'm with
introduce yourself.
Penguino, who bought me flowers. Anyways.
Yeah, I'm also here. I didn't leave. Whatever. The results are in, folks. We have the final vote count. And I haven't taken a look at them yet. None of us have. We're about to look.
Come on.
In 3, 2, 1. Oh.
Did I win?
Did Penguino win?
Hello?
Hold on.
Say it!
I'm analyzing the results. Give me some time. I never learned how to read, okay? All right.
I'm not getting any younger, Rich.
Okay, we're back. We'll calm down a bit. And the winner of this election, the President of the United States, is one Danny Nguyen.
Nothing good on TV these days. It's all boring trash. Still nothing good. I think I'm just gonna go on my phone. Maybe go on Twitter. Breaking news? What? That can't be right. Huh. Well, I guess I'm president now.
You didn't win!
No, he was right.
What a ride! Those results were certainly unseen. I certainly can't believe I'm now the President of the United States. Now, we'll turn it over to Anthony, host of B News Sports Hub, for a look at all of the Red Devil action this spring.
Action's the right word, Daniel, boy.
Let's start off with lacrosse. What have they been up to this year?
Girls lacrosse finished the season at 15-4 and competed in 2 playoff games this year. They had a home playoff game against Canton where they won in a blowout fashion of 11-2.
Wow, what a win. Where did they head next?
Burlington traveled to Dartmouth High School in the next round where they had a heartbreaking loss of 9-10 in overtime.
That's a bummer. Who graduated from the team?
9 seniors are departing from this offseason, including Jolene Russo, Bella Colosi, Becca Ferguson, Samantha Mora, Lily Sturdivant, Anna Otis, Sarah Quinlan, Lelia Fowler, and Lexi Drosos.
How were the boys?
The Devils had a playoff game in Nauset where they won in a blowout fashion of 19-5. They finished with a record of 8-10.
Who has departed from the team?
5 seniors are departing from the team, including John Hoffman, Anthony Andriolo, Sammy Doherty, Zach Feitel, and Kyle Colucci.
Let's switch gears and talk about how both of the tennis teams did this season at Rohannes.
Girls finished with a record of 9-5 and competed in 2 playoff games against Billerica and Westboro. Burlington won 3-2 against Billerica, and they had a 0-5 shutout against Westboro.
Any seniors leaving the team?
Yeah, they are. Haley Dewiron, Gabrielle Millard, Anna Pearl, Roberta Petrucelli, and Annabelle Wiley.
How about boys tennis?
The Red Devils tennis team finished with a 13-7 record this year and lost in the first round of the playoffs against Belmont 5-0. 8 seniors are departing from this team, including Ronak Agad, Meta Roshil Patel, Malachi Riley, Thomas Ryan, Rohan Varma, Nicholas Wallstram, and Sakshan Wingiswaran.
I heard 2 teams had their first ever season this year. What were they?
Unified Basketball and Boys Volleyball had their first season this year. Unified Basketball finished with a 5-1 record and had a jamboree in Wakefield at the end of the season. Good luck to Coach Phil Connors and his team next season.
What about volleyball?
I was a part of the volleyball team, and we finished with an 8-8 record. We took on Millis High School in the first round of the playoffs and fell to Millis 3-2.
Switching gears to the diamond, how was baseball and softball?
Red Devils baseball had finished the season at 7-13 and did not make the MIA playoff tournament. However, they competed in the Brendan Grant Memorial Day tournament. They lost to Linfield 3-2 and won against Belmont 7-2 in the consolation game.
Softball?
Lady Devils softball was fantastic this season, Daniel, finishing the regular season at a whopping 18-2 and having 2 playoff games in the MIA tournament. First, they had a shutout victory against the Plymouth South Panthers 9-0, and they lost a close game against the Grafton Gators 3-2. Senior Sophia Watazik and Reese McLean are departing from the team. We have a player spotlight featuring Sophia Watazik, Cassidy Suhu, and Cece Mbimbo.
Let's check it out.
Hi, I'm Cece Mbimbo.
I'm Sophia Watazik.
And I'm Cassie Suhu. And this is B News Sports Hub Player Spotlight.
I got started in the 2nd grade when I played for my town's softball team in their little rec league.
I actually have a little story. I had the option between cheerleading and softball, and I decided to go with softball. So I've been playing since 2nd grade. I played rec all throughout elementary and middle school, and then I also did club as well. And now we're at high school.
Oh, mine just my dad signed me up for t-ball, and then ever since then I fell in love with the sport, so now we're here.
I knew coming into it that we lost only about 3 starters, and all 3 of us played together last year. So I was pretty confident coming in that we would have at least a good record. I didn't know we would be undefeated so far, almost halfway through the season, but I knew it would be a team to reckon with.
Yeah, we also had the 8th grade waiver last year, so a lot of the freshmen now got to play on JV last year, so they got that experience as well. Yeah, we got a lot of good freshmen this year, definitely helping out.
I think definitely without the COVID rule, you get to practice every day, so we're more together as a team, so just bonding-wise, getting to know each other better.
Yeah, even off the softball field, we're always together. We have pasta parties, going out to eat after games, bus ride homes are even fun. I think this year, our team, very close. We have really good chemistry.
It's a bit sad because will be the last time I'm playing high school ball and maybe playing softball at a varsity level forever. But I will be playing softball this summer, so it doesn't feel like the end yet. As a team, we've been getting better definitely every day. I've seen stuff that we've worked on at maybe the first days of practice, and we've made less errors in games. Like yesterday, we had a perfect game with no errors. So I've definitely been seeing improvement week by week, day by day. So I think we're only going to get better.
Yeah, I think we just need to take it one game at a time. Play every game harder than you did the last. Work hard at practice. It's definitely been paying off, as Soph said.
Sticking together, keeping each other accountable. If someone makes a mistake, just pick them up. Focus on the next play.
Yeah.
Not only are they getting it done, at the plate or on the field, but they're just really great teammates, really great leaders. Sophia behind the plate, she's one of our captains. So strong as a hitter. She has belted a number of home runs and triples this season. And then Cass at third base has been super solid. and also great at the plate. And Cece is an outstanding pitcher. She's been stellar, striking out on average, I think, about 14 to 15 kids per game, which is quite impressive.
She was a tremendous player at UMass Lowell. So I honestly feel very fortunate because there are many high school level teams that don't get a coach that is as qualified as her.
Yeah, and me being a pitcher as well, she was also a pitcher, so it's definitely helpful for me. She knows what it's like to be in the circle. She was in the circle back in college, back in high school, so definitely an advantage.
And she knows what we're capable of, so she's just gonna keep pushing us to be the best team we can be.
I can't say that I expected that would happen prior to the season starting. I knew that Cece was going to be so strong for us on the mound. I wasn't sure how our hitting was going to be, but these girls have literally stepped up to the plate and made a huge impact. We're scoring a ton of runs, which is great. Everybody who plays for Burlington softball knows that softball here is a big deal. We've had some outstanding players come through the program, and I think, being able to have that streak of being a Middlesex League champion. The girls know it, and they come here and they focus on making that happen every year. So we hope to continue that streak. We were Middlesex League champs last year, hoping to be Middlesex League champs this year, and hopefully that continues for a long time.
How did the track teams do?
I'm so glad you asked, Dan. The girls finished this year at 2-3 and had a number of postseason events, including the Middlesex League 12 Championship Meet, the MSTCA State Coaches Meet, the District 4 Relays, the MIA Track and Field State Championship, and the MIA All States.
Wow, that's a lot.
Unfortunately, the team is losing 9 seniors this offseason, including Costanza Bissani, Brooke Bibbo, Madison Bowden, Liz Breeby, Kira Coughlin, Paige Devereaux, Brooke Hovace, and Jessica Joseph. Continuing their track careers in the fall are Joseph, who is attending George Washington University, and Bibbo at Southern New Hampshire University.
How were the boys?
Red Devils track finished up the regular season undefeated at 5-0, and were crowned the Middlesex Freedom Division champions once again. Burlington athletes are currently attending the New Balance Outdoor Championship in Philadelphia. We wish them nothing but the best of luck.
Well, thanks, Anthony, for that great sports report, as always. Now, it's time to have some fun. Resident quizmaster Chris Flaherty will be choosing a word for us, and we'll try to guess it in our own BHS TV version of Wordle. Well, guys, I think we've already agreed. Chris is going to be our first. Chris is the first word.
Just check for Chris.
Quizmaster, we choose Chris as our first word.
Yes.
I confirm.
Yes.
C-H-R-I-S.
You can't tell God is talking to us.
There it is.
It's not about
It's not about. We'll go. Should we go with first or snake?
We can. I'm okay with
Well,
snake.
you guys snake.
Let's do first.
So let's do first. I never feel this first. I don't
First.
know.
Let's go first. Quizmaster.
First. Our first guess. First.
All right, that's unlucky.
Okay.
Awesome.
Since snake is not one because there's no S.
Yeah.
Dan is in the way.
How about?
Okay, do you want me to write out a keyboard?
No.
How do you guys feel about Blade?
I like it.
Yeah, let's go Blade. Quizmaster.
Like the movie.
Quizmaster, Chris Flaherty.
Well, it is BHS themed.
Is it? I thought Chris said
L-A.
L-A-L-A-E.
L.A.
Lake?
No.
Lakes? No, it can't be S. Laked? That's not a word.
BHS.
I know what the word is.
What is it?
I saw it earlier. I can't reveal it. I accidentally saw it.
You snake. You snake.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Can't believe you.
I'm sorry. It was a complete accident. I looked over at the computer and he typed it in.
Why did you tell Chris?
Wow.
I did. I did tell him.
Never mind.
So then Quizmaster Chris Flaherty knew that this was going to be tainted?
No, he didn't. It's fine.
How about?
I'd like to buy a vowel. Oh, wrong game show. Wrong game show.
How about?
Orange?
No.
What? What?
You're in the way of the keyboard, Dan.
La.
I can't really. I like seeing the keyboard.
Yeah. Then do you mind getting me?
How about place? No, that's
No,
stupid. That's, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, that's easy. to
Oh,
read.
that's thank you.
Now I just need glasses to see.
How about
House? No, not house.
With
Low.
lame.
low
Lame.
lounge? That's too many letters.
No, not chill. How about C-E-A? No.
No.
Chill? C-H-E-A-L? No. Plea? P-L-E-A? No.
Plead. No, we can't do plead. We could do plead if we wanted to just get with P.
No.
Or get position.
Let's just try to get, well, I don't know.
Let's just get a word that hasn't been used yet.
I'm
The letters
guessing.
haven't been used yet.
Oh! I'd like to guess one.
Monkey?
Oh, no, wait, never mind. I'm dumb. Never mind. I forgot about
What is it?
I was going to guess leaky, but that's. Oh, wait, no, it does have the
Yeah.
Yeah,
Leaky.
go
Leaky. Okay, go leaky.
L-E-A-K-Y, Quizmaster.
Oh.
What? The A was in the
Oh,
same
the A
place.
was the same place. Yeah, my bad. All right.
Ale.
Wow. Okay. Thanks.
Oh, no, it can't be
Should have kept
ale.
that up, Chris. Now doesn't even help.
Well, we know L and E aren't there. It's supposed to be
Yeah.
there at least. Do you think it starts with an A?
I think it might. A apple? No, it
really.
can't be apple.
Is it Rob? No, it's not Robert. It's not Chris.
It can't, yeah.
It's not Chris.
P.
Meat? No, cannot be meat.
P-A-L-E.
Paley? Palg?
Alvin.
Palin? Palin?
Has to have an M in it. I'm feeling that.
Is
as
that
an
a
M.
word?
No.
I'm feeling it as an M in it. M.
Maple?
A-P.
No, because
No,
E.
Yeah.
Um,
Maple, except the E is before
E,
the L.
yeah.
Lapel? No, it can't be lapel. Quizmaster, is this BHS themed?
Quizmaster says no.
No.
Okay.
So it's just Wordle. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Quizmaster.
P.
Quizmaster would like to know it. Do you guys want a hint?
Yes.
Yes, we would like a hint.
Your hint is math.
Math?
Math?
Oh, come on.
Algebras.
Okay.
Geometry. Trigonometry.
Angle? No, it can't have an E.
It is
again.
angle.
It
Oh, no, I
have
can't. I
an
know
E.
with an E.
Angel?
Just try angle.
How about
Angle.
angel?
What?
Angel. A-N-G. I know.
Why?
Well, I don't know.
Why would he say
A-N-G-E-L.
math?
I don't know
E-L.
why he would, but.
E-L, not L-E-E-L. Yeah.
But it would
I
at
don't
least-
want to try, but
Try
okay,
it,
let's
yes,
try.
try.
Let's try it.
Ends in an
Okay.
L.
Okay, we know what ends in an L.
Doesn't start with A. So A has to be in a second spot.
Equal?
Does that have to be in the second spot? Oh, wait.
Equal. It's equal.
Yeah, equal.
Is that-
Equal.
Yeah.
Excellent job, Matthew.
Good job,
I'm
Matthew.
clapping for myself.
Using your good luck.
And I
Oh,
heard we have
no.
one more. We have one more.
Mhm.
Oh.
We can't start with Chris.
I can play this.
So why don't we start with?
Do you want to start with snake?
We'll
this
start
time?
with snake.
Okay.
Snake.
Snake.
Even it out. Even it out.
Snake.
Final answer.
Oh,
Good.
hey,
Yes.
hey, hey,
There you
okay,
go.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm feeling it ends in the S.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Yeah.
Chris is
Can we see the keyboard, Chris?
Quizmaster is uncreative
Can we see the keyboard?
and has to use plurals.
P.
Wait, aren't plurals not?
Well, but
Well,
this
it's
is
a custom
Well, that's true. It is a custom word. You're right. You're right.
We don't know what Quizmaster will choose.
It's true.
Flames.
Is chars a word?
That doesn't work.
Chard.
Hold on.
Flask? No, it can't be flask.
How about?
Well, it might be flask. We don't know if the S is at the end.
C-
Oh wait, there's no
Yeah.
K. You're right. You're right.
Is bruh?
Bros?
Bruz? Is
Quizmaster, we'd
is
like to guess
br-
bros.
Is bruz a word, Quizmaster? Can you try it for us? B-R-U-H-S. please.
Bras.
Clams.
B-R-A-H.
Shocker.
We're not.
Clams.
Clams?
Yeah,
Clams.
Let's
Right,
try
clams.
All right.
Okay,
the S
well,
is
we
last.
know the S is
Not
not
last.
there.
Quizmaster is creative.
Really?
Let's see.
Trash?
Is it a silent P?
Quizmaster would like to know, do you guys want another hint?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
fine.
Okay. All right.
Can we guess trash?
Your hint is breakfast.
Okay, maybe not trash. Maybe not trash.
Hold on.
Eggs. No, that's for
No.
letters.
What?
No.
Breakfast?
I'm sorry, I bumped into the mic.
Spoon, bowl, cereal,
It can't be spoon.
milk.
Bowls? No, he's
Maul.
creative.
No.
It can't be trash. This is so sad. I was really liking that guess. Fries? No.
No. I was gonna guess fresh, but you can see the problem.
No,
I can't
that's
actually. What's what? Oh. Well, brash? No.
Bold and brash.
Hash brown. No.
Hash. No, it can't be hashes.
Hashy.
Hashy.
Waffle, but with an S. No, don't put
guess
that.
hashy.
Cakes? No, it can't be cakes either.
No.
It took like every
Cakes.
No,
No.
Don't try cakes.
Plate. No. Plate.
No, not plate.
No.
There's no L.
Slate. No. That was a joke. Please don't do that, Quizmaster.
S-T-A.
It has an S in it.
Oh, it's not. It doesn't start with S.
Breakfast.
Flake? No, it's not flake.
No, there's no K.
It's no K.
There's also no S in flake.
Right, yeah, that too.
Xylophone.
You got it.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
What could this word be? What is breakfasty?
Breakfast. What do we have for breakfast?
Can we get one more hint, if we can? Nigel?
Quizmaster?
Quizmaster? Can we?
Por favor.
The
Grass?
answer is no. Grass. No, because it doesn't end in S. No, don't.
No, don't try grass.
Do we want to? All right. Because
Grass.
why would
No,
grass?
can we get one more
go
hint?
with
Can we get a
breakfast?
hint? We're not figuring this out.
Your second hint is fiber.
Banana.
Oats.
Oats with two S's.
Wait, fiber?
Yeah, it has to do with fiber.
Fiber.
Oh, fiber.
Fiber, yeah.
Fiber.
I misunderstood.
I'd like to guess fiber.
Fiber.
What has
Okay,
fiber?
fiber.
So many
Cereal.
things.
Orange. I'd like to guess orange.
Fiber.
Quizmaster, no goofing off.
Fiber.
Oh my god.
Let's just list things that have fiber.
I'm trying to think.
Cereal.
Fiber pills. Deoxyribonucleic acid.
That might be it, actually.
Yeah, honestly.
Mr. Flaherty, we'd like to guess
Wait,
deoxyribonucleic acid.
No, never mind. Sorry.
What was
Fuck,
it?
I thought I had it. I was like taste, but no, that doesn't make any sense.
I think we have to.
I don't know this one. I knew the other one. What? What?
Never mind.
I'm sorry.
Phrase. I think we should just go with trash anyway.
No, it's okay.
Grain.
Oh, there's no S.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I say we go for trash. There's a lot of fiber in trash.
In trash? Is
Let's
that
go with yeah. Just go with trash.
okay, that actually helps.
Okay.
T.
Toast.
Oh yeah, it is toast. Yeah, that's right.
Toast. Two T's. Toast does not have fiber.
Toast has
Does
some
it?
fiber.
I think
Toast
it's
has
one
a little
bread.
bit.
Should have went with bread then, not toast.
I mean,
Well, bread would have given it
Toast
away.
is
I guess
the
it depends
past
on what
tense
type.
of bread. Toast is the past tense of
I guess it
bread.
depends on what type of bread. Because like white bread doesn't have any.
Wait, I just caught what you said.
Toast is the past tense of bread.
Yeah, that too.
Well, that was fun. Finally, we'll end off today's show with some Mad Libs wacky hijinks presented by our very own Dan Nguyen, featuring Chris Flaherty.
Hi, is this a school nurse? Yeah, this is Chris Flaherty. Not the one you're thinking of, it's a different one. I just wanted to let you know I won't be attending school today. Yeah, I have bad appendicitis. I know, I can't believe I'm talking to you right now either with such aggressive appendicitis, but man, it's like, there's like trampolines in my stomach. It's like there's tiny Keebler elves just bouncing up and down on my spleen, and it really hurts. And also I have an excitable fever, which is also like not common with appendicitis, but you know, it's there, and man, it hurts. I have an appointment today with Dr. Bloop. Yes, he's my primary care physician. What? Oh, he's Bulgarian. Yeah. He studied for many years in a Stop and Shop. No, it's not a grocery store. It's something else. It's a Bulgarian university, I promise you. And he's got 23 degrees in pediatrics. Yes, 23 bachelor academic degrees in pediatric medical science. Yes, that's right. Yes. He's gonna send you all the information you need for my medical records. What's that? This isn't the school nurse? Why did you say it was the school nurse in the beginning? This is a Wendy's? Can I take a junior Baconator? And they hung up. Probably call an ambulance.
Well, that's all we have for you tonight. Thank you to everyone who has helped out with this episode, everyone who's made segments, and everyone that came on to interview. And of course, all the student and adult crew here at BCAT. From all of our graduating crew, thank you to everyone who has helped us along the way, and we can't wait to see what next year will have for new faces. Thanks for watching this year's final edition of Speak of the Devils, and see you next year.
Bye-bye.
Wait, Matthew.